Hi, here are your page 75 notes. You should have just watched the Nearpod lesson and participated in it. That's multi-step inequalities. So I want you to start with writing our, don't forget, if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, you flip the sign. So much of these is going to get you right in the same habit as you did with equations that you guys rocked at a few months ago. But there is that one difference that if you're going to multiply or divide by both sides by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. So let's do a couple examples. 2a plus 5 is less than 9. First thing you have to do is get rid of this 5. You're going to move the constants together. So you subtract 5 from both sides. 9 minus 5 is 4. So then you have 2a is less than 4. The opposite, 2 times a means you have to divide. Divide both sides by 2, and you get a, and then 4 divided by 2 is 2. I'm divided by a positive number, so my inequality sign stays the same. So I have my number line, here's my 0, here's my 2. My answer needs to be less than 2, so I'm going to circle 2 and go to the left. I do not have to cover or close that in, fill it in, because it doesn't include 2. Next, 9 minus 2m is greater than or equal to 3. Well, you need to get your constants together. This is a positive 9, so you'd have to subtract 9 to get it to cancel. 3 minus 9 is negative 6. So now I have negative 2m is greater than or equal to negative 6. You never have to worry about flipping the signs when you're adding or subtracting, so it stays the same. Now it says negative 2 times m, so the opposite of times is divide, so you're dividing both sides by negative 2. I put the star there to alert you, ding, 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 this is the one time that you're going to have to go different from your equations. If you divide by a negative 2, make sure you flip the sign. So then you have m, negative 6 divided by negative 2 is a positive 3. So number line, 0, 3. This time it includes the 3, so you fill it in and you go to the left. Down here, we're going to do the distributive property first. So 11 times n. Plus 11 times 4 is 44, minus 19 is greater than 6n. Now, I realized later I should have combined these like terms, so if you walk through this differently than me, we'll get to the same result at the end. But 11n minus 11n, because I have variables on both sides, so I need to get those together. So I'm going to subtract 11n from both sides. 6n minus 11n is a negative 5n. 44 minus 19, like I said, I should have already combined that, would give me 35. So I've only subtracted, so I haven't needed to flip any signs. And then negative 5 times n, so you divide by negative 5 on both sides. Alert, 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 I divided by negative, so I needed to make sure it was a greater than. Now it is a less than. Now, when you look here, this is the first time we've done a problem and we have the negative on the left. So another way to write this, if it would be easier for you, is n is greater than negative 7. So like we discussed a couple pages ago, if you're going to rewrite an inequality and put the variable on the left, then you also have to flip the sign. So n is greater than negative 7. So you have your 0, your negative 7, open circle, and it's greater than, so you don't include it, so you don't have to fill it in, and you go to the right. Those are your page 75 notes. Thanks.